Hi Daniel, my name is Christina. I'm with KC Phoenix SEO. I told you I'd get you this video over with some tips on how to set your company above your competition and get some more leads by being at the top of Google. So the first thing that we're going to talk about is content, and we'll talk about citations and then backlinks. So with content, the average site needs 1,000 to 1,500 words in order to be optimized with Google. I searched your two different home pages right here, and in total you have about 700 words. So just under that amount. Wouldn't take too much more to get up to that 700, or I'm sorry, up to that 1,000, but we definitely want to make sure we get at least that 1,000 on your homepage. Your number one competitors, when I searched for Portland, Oregon HVAC, and we would do the same thing for Vancouver, but with Portland, Oregon HVAC, this is the keyword we're searching, and your number one competitors that aren't paying for ads down here are Jacobs Heating and Air Conditioning. So they're at the top of the map pack that we'll talk about here in a second, and they're at the top of an organic search. And if you look here, we've got 260 people a month are searching for Portland, Oregon HVAC. And so that's 260 potential customers that you're missing out on by not being at the top of Google. So that's the first thing that matters is content. And if you look here, when you click on Jacobs Heating and Air Conditioning, they have just over that 1,000 words that I talked about. So they're right there in being optimized with Google. The next thing I want to talk about is citations. So what a citation is when you go to a search, the next visible section after ads is the Google Map Pack. You can get ranked up here without being in the top 3 spots down here. And the way that you do it is by getting citations. So citations are when you submit your information and it shows your business name, your phone number, and your address into a directory like Yellow Pages, Yelp, CityStar, etc. And you already have some of those citations, but you're not getting any credit for them because you don't have the Google My Business up here at the top of the map pack. So this is something that you can go out and get yourself if this is what you wanted to do. It's called whitespark.ca. Costs about $30 to $70 a month depending on which package you choose. But it actually breaks down how many citations you have, and you can plug in the searches for your competitors. And I pulled up Jacobs Heating and Air Conditioning, so remember they were here up at the top. And they have 64 citations. And when I plugged in your information, it shows that you have 36 citations. So they've got double what you have, and that's why they're at the top. So the more citations you have, the higher at the top of Google that you're going to be. You also want to make sure that your Google My Business is optimized with good information too, and that everything listed is exactly the same amongst all those different citations. So again, that's something that you can go out and do, get listed in all those. Just takes a lot of time, but it's pretty easy. And the other great thing about this Whitespark is that if you actually click on your competition, you can see exactly where they're listed. And so you can go out and get those same citations. So, if you've got a Facebook page, check. You just do a side-by-side comparison and figure out which ones you're not listed on. And then what's really easy about this is you can click right from there and see, oh, this is where they're listed. So then you can go in and get signed in, get an account, and then get listed under the same place. So this is a great tool for figuring out which citations you need to get listed under. The last thing I want to talk about are backlinks. Basically, we call them link juice, and it works like Site A points to Site B. Site A is the link juice, which gives Site B more authority in Google's eyes, like a popularity contest. So the more sites you have coming in, the more link juice, the more power, the more popular you are, and the higher you're going to be on the ranking. That being said, it's more effective link juice if it has a relative site linking back to you. For example, a blog post about maybe a specific brand air conditioner that you like and try to use more often, that's going to have more relevancy to what you're doing. So it's going to bring you more power to your website versus if you had a blog post about pizza, that's not going to do any good for you because you don't sling pizzas for a living and it has nothing to do with HVAC. So a blog post like that is going to be more relevant and bring you more power. This is another tool that you can go out and get called Ahrefs, ahrefs.com. This one costs a little bit more. It's about $100 to $120 a month. But it really breaks down what your website's doing. It shows how long your website's been in service, what backlinks you have, what keywords you're ranking for. And you'll see right now you currently, you've had this website up for a while. Looks like it might have been down for a little bit, not sure. But you don't have any power coming back to your site. You've only got 2 referring domains with 3 backlinks. So that's definitely what you want to work on with the SEO side of things. And then you're not ranking for any keywords. So that's what you need to work on. The great thing about this, same thing, is that you can look at what your competitors are doing. So I plugged in jacobsheating.com, and they have 208 referring domains with over 1.12 thousand backlinks, and that's why they're at the top of Google. And so they're bringing in over 2,000 people per month to their page, and they have over $34,000 a month on average that they're making from their website. And this, I think, is actually pretty low because it goes off of cost per click. When you're organically ranked higher, then they're probably making a lot more than this per month. So this is just kind of a rough guesstimate that's not really the most reliable on this, but everything over here is what you need to focus on. The higher all of these numbers come up, then the higher this number is going to come up for you. So in closing, we talked about content, citations, and link juice. This is what I specialize in, so if you have any questions, absolutely reach out. If this is something you want to do on your own, I totally understand, but I like helping the small businesses. So if you want to give me a call at 816-323-4100, or like I said, if this is something that this is just taking too much time or you don't know how to do it or anything like that, absolutely give me a call. I'd love to work with you on both locations. We can work on, it works exactly the same for your Vancouver location as it does for Portland. So again, 816-323-4100. Again, my name is Christina, and thanks, Daniel.